They're in the long.
You listen on this 7 is 3, 2, 1. The 7 is inside. Guys, someone hold. Holding, spread. Why did you root ban a fucking DTank, bro? Hands up. Look at Michelle. 3, 2, 1, down. They might be pushing, spread.
They're watching.
Compass, this. Yo, engaging. Nice chain, spread, keep spreading. Listen, they're gonna engage you. Nice stuff. Listen, look southwest. Walk. Everybody walk.
Hindi ko perma mo, 5 seconds.
Keep walking, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On me now, listen, on me now. Listen, wipe your backline and spread. Do not stay in your case, guys. Wait, they got the castle?
Yeah.
Click out and spread. Come out with us. Listen, they look at us. Listen, defensive now. Nice. Come out, guys. Everybody come out. Heals inside the castle. Listen, look at the gate now. 3, 2, 1. Now, on the gate now. Come back. Listen, come back. Come rest, guys. Listen, they're pushing out. Spread. Look, do this. Spread. Comes out of spread.
They're hiding.
Roll the guys inside. Spread. Careful my tanks now. Listen, look at me shallow only on the tanks, okay? Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On me now. You guys need to head faster.
Got you.
They're walking out.
It's a fake.
Careful northeast. They're gonna hit northeast, guys.
Careful northeast. You guys go on the west side. Listen, look at the gate. Tanks on the gate. Listen, look inside. Listen, after the demon. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inside now. Spread. Peel off them. Peel off, guys. Spread. Why are you guys clumping? No. Oh my goodness, what is this, guys? Yo, get off the front. Listen. Mark the collar. Listen, mark the collar. Like, who's the party leader? Mark the collar. Listen, it's fake. Listen, we're gonna hit back. Get ready. Wait.
It's heading out.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shalona. Good shit. Yo, finish close. Finish close. Let's Ready, keep spreading. Mark script Z. That's the core. Spread. Listen, they're gonna
Looking.
They're gonna get you. Listen, they're gonna look. Wait. I'll call it up. Don't worry. Listen, wait. Be ready for Judas. Waiting. We're gonna hit. Wait. We're just gonna engage on the front. Okay, on the same front. Wait. Guys, spread more. You guys look disgusting to watch.
Don't stand on me, guys. It's danger.
They're gonna look north side. Script Z looking north side. Wait. Listen, wait. Try to hammer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. No. And spread down. They're walking out. They still haven't engaged. Listen. They still haven't engaged. Spread. Try. Yo, try to get now. Hammer. Listen. Ready defenses. Listen. Hammer. Everybody hammer. Listen. Look at the gate. Step up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the gate now. Nice. Corner there. Listen, everybody hammer. Listen, ready potions. Ready potions. Every hammer. Push up. Walking. There's potions. Trust me, guys. Listen, walks up. Listen, on top of us. 5 seconds. Listen, on the gate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On the gate now. Hit the gate. Listen, finish the HP now. Inside. Guys, you need to trust me when I call the potion. Spread. They're gonna engage. Spread.
We're stepping out.
They're stepping out. Listen, listen, look at the gate. They're gonna go back. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On me now. Finish. DK, stop coming with CD, please. Stop coming with CD. Spread
There's a flap zoning on northwest.
Brain to
Perma
go.
up, bro.
Look at the gate, okay? Look at the gate. Look at the gate. 5. Wait, come back.
Stop.
Tapon yung perma.
Nagamit ko yung perma.
Listen, they're gonna click out.
He's through 6%.
Listen, look southeast. On inside. 3, 2, 1. Inside down. Head back. On top. Listen, come out this. Listen, finish the
6% rookies through. Home sick.
Click out. Hammer this one.
Perma red.
ZvZ looking at.
Listen, we're ready, insta counter. Just ready. Listen, look deep. Fake now. Why did you pull the nation? Just fake. Spread. Listen, careful on the choke. Listen. Come on, still deep, go inside. Guys, look. In the west. Listen, look southwest. Heal. Listen, look southwest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On. Take a second.
The brawler roaming behind us.
Come on. Listen, spread. Stop hugging the wall. Stop hugging the wall. Spread. Get out and spread. Listen, hold on now. Look at me. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On me now. Nice. Spread.
Careful, brawler behind, bro. They were up in the DPS, dropping behind us. They're gonna hit behind us.
Kill the ball. Listen, look east now. Everybody look east. 5 seconds. Listen, look at the choke. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On me now. And spread now. Spread. Listen, ready. Push it now.
They can't blink.
Walk in. No, don't walk in.
Brawler inside us, PWDs, please.
Listen, inside. Listen, be ready. Listen, spread. Step up, I'm gonna fake.
10 seconds perma.
Wait. Look at the choke. 5. Deep south. 2, 1. On me now. Listen, spread now. Listen, careful on the choke. They're gonna turn on the choke. Defensive. Nice. Spread now. Guys, stop going inside. We're not inside. What's healers? We're not going inside yet. Heal C3. Ice. Gamitin mo range mo. Spread. Pwede ka mag-south wall dito para mabot yung south dito. Listen, look at me. I'm gonna fake now. Step up. I'm gonna fake now. Wait. Look at me south. Ready. Spread. Listen, nice. Counter 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On me now. And come back.
Another flap coming.
Come to us.
Coming from the east.
Come to us. Listen, stop rolling. Come to us.
They're walking out.
Listen, come to us. Come east now.
Going southwest yung isang slab.
Look at me now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On you now. Shadow. Listen, defensive ready. Listen, yo, Judy.
Kamay na.
Have fun. You front. Listen, ice up us. Heals. Please, get the heals.
Nasa south lang.
Listen. Ready. Wait. Look at me south wall, okay? Listen. Inside. 3, 2, 1. Inside now. Come on. Heal. Boxer, dodge. Start dodging. Spin.
The flap disperse out.
Keep spreading. CD DPS.
Ready.
Look at the front now. On this J, okay? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On this J now.
Behind the load room, you can kill. They are coming back.
Okay, hammer. Okay, try to hammer. Careful, fan.
ZvZ zone again.
Come on.
Careful the house.
Careful. Spread.
7 seconds for that.
I think they're flanking. Ready, spread. Guys,
Ready,
we're gonna
ready.
headbutt. Spread. We're gonna headbutt on the gate, okay? On the gate. Listen.
I think Hoja.
Take a lot of space. Look, take a lot of space, guys. A lot of space.
Space.
Listen, stop standing inside. Spread.
Hoja on the ace.
For hammer now.
Come back. Push up.
No info. Nag-disperse.
They're on the west, mounting up now. They're watching
Listen, ready,
one.
they're gonna push out.
They get shallow.
Get shallow, nice. Wait. DPS CD. Look south.
7 seconds, 7 seconds.
Walk in.
3 seconds.
In front, shallow, 3, 2, 1. Shallow now. Watch. You don't do a late ball. Listen, potion. Potion in choke, spread. Hold him. Potion. Why did you push them into us, guys? Listen. Spread.
They're okay.
Yo,
They're
defensive
okay.
backline. Listen, look Listen, they're gonna take us. Listen, look inside. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inside now. Come on, guys.
Bomb in southeast. Careful.
Guys, do not use the push on any engage. Okay? Do not use night armor. Okay, comes up. Guys, like, chill out with this. Like, let me clump. Come east now. Everyone is. Listen, look deep south. Look deep south was 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah,
Look, yo, spread.
right
Cancel. Listen, ready, defensive, ready. Spread first. We still CD, right? Looks outside. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Follow now. Shallow. And spread now. Spread now. They're gonna.
Western Paradise was coming from the.
You spread. Not east side. Come here.
West nila, west side.
Okay, come east now.
Yes, through west.
Come east now. Walk west. DPS CD. Walk west. Thanks.
They're in here.
Listen, keep coming out. Listen, we're gonna engage north. On the wall, deep. 5. After north, 3, 2, 1. Listen, watch out. Push through. You're gonna have Judy. Push through. Please on the front. Listen, Judy's. Defensive. Nice. Listen, 5 seconds. Keep coming out this.
5 seconds, Basil. 5 seconds, Basil.
Walk with them. Keep walking with them. Listen, 5, inside 3, 2, 1. Inside now. Watch out this. And come out.
Go west.
Come on, please.
They failed again. They're going back to the low.
Look south us now. Walk. Listen, look deep south. Walk. Keep walking. Shallow. 3, on the tanks. 2, 1, on the tanks now. Kill the tanks and come back. Listen, ready, defensive. Listen, he's getting engaged. Spread outside.
EW, the barrel are inside, guys.
QW. Holding. Look at the choke. I'm gonna fake. Listen, step up. I'm gonna fake. Listen, holding. Listen, look at me now. Look at me inside. Wait. Look at me inside. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inside now. Explain now.
They want you.
Potion. Yes. Listen, potion. Walk a little bit. Closer. Walking. Guardian, please. Walking. Thanks. Listen, walk. Keep walking south. Listen, thanks. Hold him on the gate now. Listen, shallow. 3, 2, 1. Shallow now. Kill it.
Tang Yuan on east side.
Come east side?
Yeah.
Tuck you.
They have a 17 with a hop
Yo,
signal.
Yo, shake. Come east now.
Level 17, but they have a hop
Come back. Yo,
Bam,
come
no face.
Come on, stop looking. Come on, you got your butt. Come on. Come east now. Looks at this way. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. South now. One south. And spread now.
On spot.
West on south.
Nice to
South east, what's the bar right south east gate?
Holding now.
Western is holding east side of tank. 그래서 방향
What side?
Defending you.
Communities.
No, they come out.
Communities now. East again. And comes up. Where they go?
당유한 northwest.
They're holding gate. Northwest.
Tank you in west side.
One square.
Western paradise inside zone. West southwest.
Listen, look deep notice. Listen, look deep notice. 5, 4.
They're wrapping behind you.
On me now. Listen,
Behind you.
come west now. Listen, defensive southwest. Push defensive southwest. Listen, come out fast. Defensive. Nice. Good job.
Careful of the wall. In this bomb.
Careful over the wall. In this bomb, south.
Bomb guard this.
Also is
I do
당유한.
that no wall.
Careful notice, bomb.
Anything.
Listen. Walk in.
Someone hold gate, please. Someone hold
Listen,
gate.
walk in. One
I
check.
am looking at the bar now.
Listen, hold him.
Brimstone deep east, bro. Brimstone deep east. Careful.
Listen, look on the wall.
Brimstone coming.
3, 1, on the wall now. Listen, watch the wall. Listen, come not.
They're wrapping not you. They're wrapping or not. Careful.
JBL on the north side.
Come not. Push not. Listen, walking east. Listen, ready.
Careful. They're in the middle. Defend.
Listen, walk notice. Listen, we're gonna cut the openings. Listen, look east now. On the wall, 5. On the wall, 3, 2, 1. On the wall now. Listen,
I'm coming west side behind you.
Listen, come notice. Push notice. Listen, kill bomb squad. Run over the bomb squad.
That bomb squad. North east side.
Listen, ready. Keep pushing east. Come east here. East, next choke. East choke. Defensive. East choke, please. East choke. Look inside in the choke. 2, 1. Inside now. Listen, white time one. Listen. QW. Listen, run them over. Push through the choke. Listen, run over. Listen, roll them down to the right. Kill them. They're gonna turn. Spread. You spread and look at the choke. Spread, look at the choke. Spread. Listen, defensive. Listen, look north. Do not look at
Western
on
paradise.
the choke. Deep north. Into the walk into the back line. 4, 3, 2, 1. North to the back line now. You guys didn't fucking follow us. You guys didn't fucking follow. You guys didn't fucking follow.
Southwest is there's a bomb, longbow bomb here.
Just listen. Come southwest, guys. Thanks. Ready? Careful on the shot.
Careful, they're gonna look on the choke. They're gonna look.
Defensive now. Spread. They're gonna look at the choke. Listen, spread. Guys, go to the choke.
They're coming. They're here.
2, 1. On the choke now. Watch it. Spread now.
He's almost dead. One is speed.
Listen. Spread now. Spread and spread. Listen. Walk west. Guys, stop jumping. Listen, you can walk.
Roller inside of us.
Listen, they're gonna push to us. Listen.
Screen Z walking from south. They're looking north. Look out in the middle.
They're looking north. Listen, walk inside. Look. Listen, look south. 4, 3, 2, 1. Look south now on the back line. Listen, push out. Kill the rest of the South, come southeast. Push out east now. Push out east and spread. You listen, spread now. Listen, stop walking southeast. Polar in the southeast. Spread now. Listen, you can wrap north, guys. You can wrap north. Defensive now. Listen, no, it's fake. Listen, ready.
The flop on the southwest side.
Wait. Listen, in middle. 3, 2, 1. In middle now. Listen, in middle. Listen, what the middle? Nice, good shit. Now spread now. Listen, we're gonna attack. Listen, defensive now. No. Spread. Yes, spread. You need to spread now. Listen, you need to spread now. Defensive now. Ready. Wait, spread.
Looking west.
Come east. Nice, Jake. Come east. We go east.
Dito na si Shiraka.
Spread now. Defensive. Look west on the back line. Look west on the... 4, 3, 2, 1. On the corner. Listen. Nice. Listen,
Almost dead. Scripture almost dead. Careful.
Finish it. Spread. Listen, they're looking inside. Looking inside. Looking back west. Looking back north. Spread. Dodge the collar. Listen, we're playing dodge the collar. Listen, they're looking north.
Careful.
We're playing dodge
Step
the
in the
collar.
middle. On you. Careful.
Listen, careful. Listen, look north.
Step from two. Careful.
Listen, come north. Everybody come north. All looking north. Defensive north. Listen, counter east. On the wall, guys. 4, 3, 2, 1. On the wall now. Listen, what's the wall here? What? Spread. Nice kill. Come back. Listen, push the guys now. Ball the guys now. You guys need to ball the guys now. Listen, come northeast. You push northeast now. Listen, spread. Spread. You can walk in now. Defensive northeast. Listen. You can walk in, guys. You can walk in straight to the back.
South,
West.
healers.
Listen,
Clock,
actually southeast.
southeast.
Look at southeast. On the hill. Southeast on the hill. 2, 1. On the hill wall. On the wall. Listen, guys, you need to kill. Spread now. Nice place. Listen, spread. They're looking at the spread. Listen, spread. Careful, West. Spread. Listen, they're looking at the. Spread. Do not go north side. Listen, south is safe now. No, south is south. Fake. Yeah, east on the wall. Hill east. Look at me, west. North. 3, 2, 1. North now. What northwest? Good shit. Now listen, spread now. Finish it. Spread now. Be ready to walk in. Listen. Be ready to walk in. Walk. Listen now. Come back north. Listen. Kill ball.
Careful. Looking on you. Scripture in the
Listen.
middle.
Okay, let's
He got GA.
Listen, look at the wall east. Listen, spread. Listen, ready to defensive. Listen, look at the east side. Southeast side. 4, 3, 2, 1. On me now. Guard to increase. Listen, spread. The bowling is down. Listen, need healers to come back. Spread. Keep spreading. Listen, careful. Script going south. He's going south. Caller going south. Enemy caller going south. Listen. Fake. Faking. Listen, careful. He's engaging middle soon. Defensive note. Listen, spread. You're losing all healers, but fuck it. Listen. Look at me now. Listen. Everybody wait. Listen, look at me now. 3, 2, 1. On me now. Listen, in the middle. You guys need to hit, guys. You guys are not hitting. Spread. They're looking out. Listen, spread, guys. You guys are clumping now. Spread. You guys are clumping now. Listen, you're forgetting you're doing your job, guys. Spread. They're looking out east. Listen, look at me west side. Listen, look at me west side. Listen, look at me. Listen, can you guys find me? 3, 2, 1. On me now. Spread. My DPS are not hitting anymore, please. What happened to you guys? Listen, spread. Listen, they're looking middle. Present. Yes. Listen, look at me. Heal through. You need to heal through. You need to heal through, guys. Why is my heal is... Look at me, on top of me. 3, 2, 1. On top of me now. My fucking karma is late. What's going on?
Wala na doon. Hindi na makapagod dito.
Watching us.
Spread. Get out.
Bro, ito.
Oh, my DPS, you guys started missing every single engage for the last like 5 engages. Every single engage, you guys just don't hit. You guys just need to fucking hit, guys. You have the easiest role in the game, come on.